Hi, Renee. Hi, guys. I just want to talk a little bit about my journey. I want to talk about my internal healing instead of just the external, because with the internal healing, the external comes. I was had a really bad head injury, July 1st, 2016, which left me with daily headaches and migraines, and I could hardly stand on my own. And I struggled to get better, and I finally gave up on the medical help and tried to do it myself. But I was still in this deep, dark pit of, depression and anger, and I had severe mood swings because of it, and just it was horrible. I sought counseling for it, but it still wasn't enough. And then I met Renee, and she told me that, I needed to get closer to God. I needed to journal. I needed to talk to God and ask Him to heal me from everything. My diet, well, I don't want to call it a diet. It's a lifestyle change. It's been an amazing lifestyle change. I don't want to eat the stuff that I used to eat. I don't crave chocolate anymore. I don't crave sugar. I don't want the white bread. It's like I don't have to eat it. I don't want to eat it. It's just I don't want to. And so when I got closer to God, I started reading the Bible more, and that's when the clarity came. He reached his hand into my pit and pulled me out. And Renee just helped so much to get me there, to help. So with that internal healing, the external came. I've lost 100 pounds. I'm getting better every day, mentally, physically, emotionally. I'm not as angry as I used to be. Definitely not as angry. And it's just been so much better. The healing from the inside out is just amazing.
So my thing was, before we started this program, I was just really struggling with my obsession with food all the time. It's like all I thought about was food all the time. I had said that when I used to smoke, I used to think about that next cigarette. When am I going to get that next cigarette? It was the same way with food. I couldn't get it out of my head. It was like constantly I was thinking about food. And we're now at week 7, and I'm not thinking that way. It's like I'm not thinking about food all the time. I'm thinking more about God. I'm thinking about how blessed I am to have certain food in my house. Now it's like, I'm looking at food so differently, where before, I was thinking about that next sweet treat or so my obsession with food was really bad. It was really bad. I mean, I was desperate, to be honest. I was desperate. And I know that God sent me here for that reason. He knew I needed to get over this obsession. And no other diets out there have done that for me. None.
Praise
In
God.
fact, they made it worse. They made it worse, really. Because then that's where I think I got that struggle, was nonstop thinking about food, because a lot of the diets don't work on that part of you.
Hmm.
They don't work on the soul part of you.
Here is Ellie. I want to introduce her. This is Ellie Clifford from Australia.
Hi guys.
Welcome. Share. I'd love to hear your transformation, how that all happened for you.
Yeah, sure. So when I first started coaching with you, I remember feeling so helpless, so discouraged. Food always had such a big control over my life. I would be thinking about it the day prior. Um, and I remember even within 2 weeks into the coaching, just by inviting God into it, praying, renewing my mind, the craving slipped away. I started to see food differently, like what was man-made, what God created.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, I just remember from the very beginning, it was a supernatural experience.
5 years ago, I went to my doctor and she diagnosed me with high blood sugar. Yes, a few years after, I was feeling very miserable. That affected my emotions and I was very depressed because I was getting weight and getting bloated all the time, and I didn't know what to do. So I decided to stop taking the insulin, and I told my family, and they were concerned. And I told my doctor, and she was very upset because she told me that I was gonna either die or get very sick. And I was trying to do it on my own. I was trying to eat the right food according to my knowledge. And I went to other health programs and I bought some books about diabetic, and nothing helped. I was still feeling the same way. So then I came to know about Conquer Cravings for Christians, and that changed my whole life. All the encouragement and motivation that I have from the program, it makes me feel better. It helped me with my moods, the food that I eat, and my faith. And she also met my needs about the foods that I like and at what time to eat it and when to eat it. And not only that, but she also helped me understand what's eating me up inside. I started to feel better, have more energy, and she encouraged me to go to the doctor and make sure that he checked my A1C. So he took me out of the insulin. And I was so happy about it that I wanted to jump up and down. And the doctor says that he only have one person that he take out of the insulin a year, and that was me. I recommend you to go and do Renee's program. It will transform your life from the inside out, as it did me, free from the struggle of foods and insulin.